Hello Silvervine fans, John Arcadian here of Silvervine Games, and I wanted to take a quick minute today to show you the latest project that we've been working on at the Silvervine Games offices. It is a color hardback edition of the Silvervine Games core rulebook and Cyrus Worldbook. Now, if you already own the core rulebook and Cyrus Worldbook in the black and white version, this is not a new edition or new version. This is merely a color edition of the same book that we put forth before. We've partnered with Drive Thru RPG in their print production program in order to do a color version and a hardback version for all of our new books. Now, the book is laid out exactly the same and has the exact same information. The rules chapter, which is only 11 pages, is still the same easy to use and understand section that it was before. Character creation, with all of the incredible amounts of character options, is still the bulk of the book, with all of your focuses, weapon skills, and all of these Cyrus races that you've come to love and play. We haven't added anything new in here for those of you that already own the book. It's just a color version with a couple of typos corrected and a couple of new design features added in just to make it look a little nicer with the color options. All of the same subsystems like heroes and mass combat, circumstance modifiers, and everything else are in here as well. And of course, one of the most popular features, the enemy ratings chart, is still here. This is a quick and easy to use way to create combats on the fly. All of the enemy stats for various enemy types are here, and you can go through, grab a couple, and just use these 2 pages to run entire combats, adding in whatever focuses and other skills you think are necessary for an enemy to have. The magic section for Cyrus is still its large, meaty chunk, with all of the different types of magic, and the incredible number of spells available for players and GMs to manipulate, change, and use as they want. Now, one of the things that turned out most beautifully about this color edition is the Cyrus World section. As those of you who own the book know, the Cyrus World section is told through the writings and correspondences of the brothers Cornelius and pages from the Traveler's Guide to Cyrus, an in-world book about how Cyrus works by some of their premier scholars. Now, this is really a fun way for us to at least have done the world of Cyrus, because it gives an in-world view of how Cyrus works and operates. And we got to include a lot of fun in-world pamphlets and extra things like the Mason's House of Husbandry Magical Creatures ad, or the maps and information about the Dwarven Tunnel. This section has actually had the most amount of redesign done for it for the color version. Our designer Alec has gone through and redone the borders that he had done to make them a little more Art Deco, a little more in the style that Cyrus has. But we still use the same art and it still contains the same information, so, you know, people who already own the book, you are not missing out by not having this. But we wouldn't mind if you bought it again either. Of course, the enemies section, the monsters and creatures section, is here in its full, glorious color version. And it looks particularly great in the new version of the book. Like I said, this is our test version, and the borders have actually been redone. But all of the great art in here really shines when it's in color. And of course, the index for the Traveler's Guide lets you quickly reference any Cyrus information you need, and the index for the rest of the book lets you quickly reference any rules information you need. All of the other add-ons, character sheets, summoning add-ons, and other mini character sheets and extras are still in the back of the book, but of course they are available to download online. So, that's the new color hardback edition of the Silvervine Games core rulebook and Cyrus Worldbook. It'll be available soon on Drive Thru RPG. We're just waiting for our next test proof to come back and to verify that. And we will put it up there for probably the price of $39.99 with the PDF in full color and bookmark attached to it as well. Thanks.